Whew. Hey, Zinky, did you see this?
If it ain't official Dana J, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it.
Though we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Although we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Dear world, I'm writing this letter, an attempt to make things just a little better. This is about living through life's stormy weather, because the truth is that we're not gonna live forever, and that's my point. Well, let me start with my boy that's doing 15 in a joint. Man, he could hoop, but he loved the street life. Couldn't win pro, instead he chose the street life. He turned rapper and wrote about the street life, but still could not make it out the street life. And one day he bought a clock. Wait, now page number 2 will take you to another block. A man and his wife can't get along, all they do is fight. Both too stubborn to apologize, and sometimes it gets so bad they hope each other dies. And one day she couldn't take it no more, so she decided to run out of the door. She jumped in the car and swerved off in a rage, and baby I'm sorry was all over his face. We don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Now that my homie done bought himself a gun, he stuck up some liquor stores, now he's on the run. Do anything to avoid the police. Now he's strung out on drugs and life is getting deep. To anyone, he would do anything. Give him the chance and he'd steal anything. Next thing he did really screwed up his life. But first let's go back to the husband and wife. Now he's on the phone with his pastor, and she's on the phone with her mother. He tells his pastor the woman is driving me crazy. Then swore up and down she's not the same lady. She says, Mama, the man has been treating me so bad ever since we found out that I couldn't have babies. Then Mama says to her, girl, hold on. Pastor says to him, be strong. No, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case. We don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Now there's a warrant out for my boy's arrest, cause he done went and stabbed someone in the chest. Man, them drugs just got him breaking all of the rules now. His face is posted up and all over the news now. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, the husband and wife are starting to break down. She says to Mama, maybe I ought to call him. And Mama said that that's the spirit. He says to Pastor, maybe I should call and say I love her. He say I'm sure she loves to hear it. Then she gets a call on the other line. It's the doctor saying your test results came back fine. Congrats, girl, you're pregnant. Then she cries, finally a miracle sent from heaven. Now meanwhile, the other side of town, all hell broke loose and it's going down. Cops chasing Reginald all over town. He's running every red light and driving real wild. Now meanwhile, in this same fiction, here is where I need y'all to pay close attention. She's so happy, she calls her husband up. He says, I'm sorry, baby, just as soon as he picks up. She says, I'm sorry too, and I got good news for you. Steve, I'm pregnant and on my way home to you. He jumps for joy, scream hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. While Reginald is still chased by police, she takes the highway and get her there much faster. Reginald on the skyway, chase less than forever. With the helicopters right over his head, with the searchlights on him. Oh man, now he starts panicking. Rachel's driving, so excited she's not realizing that just a block away, a man is on the run, while the husband's at home praying for a son. And the policeman is screaming, oh no! Rachel calls her husband and says, I'm getting home. He says, honey, I'm fixing up something special in the kitchen. And at the same time, Reginald makes a stupid decision. He turns down a one-way street. Then Rachel notices this car coming and yells out, out of control, a senseless mission. Next thing you know, a head-on collision. No, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all. Fuck it, I'm gonna stay right here and do something motherfucking show. I know that there's more. More for you, more for us. Children, rain all night long. Didn't it all, didn't it all, my Lord? Didn't it rain? Didn't it rain, children? Rain all night long. Didn't it all? Didn't it all? Oh, my Lord. Didn't it rain? You can't run from it. You can't deny it. You can't pass it off. It's your call. God knew what he was doing. He knew who he was calling. And he expertly and intricately detailed every aspect of your life, your being, your persona, your psyche, your physicality, everything about
From the texture of your hair, to the color of your eyes, to the way that you laugh, to the fingerprint on your thumb, and everything is connected to your calling. And until you walk into the fullness of the thing that you were created for, you will find yourself frustrated. You're called. Hey, yo, Lifetime, Chapter 7. This the part they didn't show on TV right here. Niggas is gonna hate me. Me too, more gonna be outside the studio. Pitchforks. Life change, baby. Sitting here watching this TV, thinking down to myself. Is it me or anyone else? Find this kind of weird. Same little girl that gets on. A little girl that safe is on. My uncle's still playing bass for kills. That's in feet. And them niggas fail to mention women in their 30s ain't children. They'll start beginning in the same sentence as a 14-year-old victim. Oh, and when they took Bill Cosby, they said they didn't want to let him go. We don't fuck with Bill Cosby. We fuck with Cliff Huxtable. Real niggas saying real shit about real niggas saying real shit about sitting here watching this ex-wife talk about him like a dog. Maybe he did do some of that. Maybe he said it all. I don't know. But the part that had me tripping was the part when she said she didn't use the bathroom without permission. So I guess Chaos was the only one pissing. Show some respect for your children. Did you forget they'll be listening? That one show, Good Times, my favorite line, beans don't burn in the kitchen. One third telling the truth, one third telling a lie. One third don't wanna hear that shit. We got bigger fish to fry before they die. Real niggas saying real shit about real niggas saying real shit about there's a so-called R. Kelly, and every so-called family gotta teach girls dignity, otherwise they're gonna be not seeing nothing wrong. Well, I'm blind. Big Daddy should have beat the fuck out of R. Kelly. They wouldn't run the second time. Where are these girls' parents at? Real niggas saying real shit about did you really forward the document to get a 15-year-old girl married? Bruh. Real niggas saying real shit I don't know, man. It's just my opinion. Like Jenny, they about to kill me. They about to bring up my past. Only difference is niggas know I did 15. Bring up all that shit. Guess what? I did it. I did it all, niggas. But I'm not doing it again. I'm not going back to jail for you. But that's what
You're saying everything they said in that documentary about you is not true.
they are lying. Nothing good about me. I'm just a child molester. The devil. Come on, guys. As long as my breath is going in and out, you know, I try to, even when I get ready to complain, I think about that and I say, you know what? I ain't gonna even say nothing. I just breathe, baby. I breathe on these niggas, you heard me? 20-some women trapped in my house in the basement in Atlanta. Well, first of all, my house in Atlanta doesn't even have a fucking basement. The only thing I can do is say what's real and say what's on my heart and give it to y'all like y'all want it. You want the truth. You ain't even got an education. You didn't even graduate from high school. You don't even really read, you know, and all of this old shit they told me. And I started believing that shit, man. And just something in me kept calling this shit to me. My heart was pumping this shit. It was pumping this shit. Hey fans, how y'all doing? It's your boy Kels. I love y'all. Thanks for supporting me for the last 30 years of my career. I'm very appreciative of that, and just you guys have kept me humble, kept me grounded, and kept me putting out this music for you guys. You guys inspire me to do it. So I'm gonna do it until you say don't do it no more. Don't say that though. If I met your daughter and I took your daughter out and she was of age, what the fuck am I gonna do? Everybody, put your hands to the sky. You ain't got no money? Shit. Sue R. Kelly.
You are controlling, that you are abusive, that you tell women when to eat, when to go to the bathroom, when they can sleep, where they can dress.
I know y'all know that shit is ridiculous, but the crazy shit is stupid motherfuckers want to believe this shit.
This shouldn't be happening.
Every level, there's another devil. Whoever you are right now looking at me in my eyes, look in my fucking eyes, okay? I don't give a fuck about this fame shit. I'm a real motherfucker. My main goal is to unconfuse the world about R. Kelly. I'm ready, yeah. I'm ready, yeah. I'm ready to say what I feel. Keep it real. Say what I feel. You don't know me. You ain't never been in my house. You ain't never been in my bedroom. So you cannot judge me. New news drop, everybody stops and comes running, oh, just to see what Danny J have to say. Yeah. He brings the truth, oh, day by day, oh, left. Now here's what you need to do. Come on, jump into life now. See what the receiver that is talking about. Then I say it's on and ready to give you trouble full of baby, cause he jump into life now. See what the receiver that is talking about. Then I say it's on and ready to give you trouble full of baby, cause he live and live in color, baby. Your favorite blogger is alive. be loaded and ready to go. Yeah. Take a breath. Get tuned in. Two. Check. Another day. Another story's on the way. Check. Dana J is here to bring you all the news. Woo! They lied. Let's turn up. Let's go, Kales. Money, cars, cash, holes. And I'm sticking to it. 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 And I'm yo, Kales. Ah. Sleeping in Versace skirts. Money, cars, cash, holes. Ah. Some people mad already. Come on, keep sending them laughing faces. I'm about to get in your ass. I just wanted to play that little bit real quick. So yo, I'm feeling good tonight, man. I had a long, stressful day at work. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. Dream Team, what's up? People that rock with the Dream Team, what's going on? How y'all doing? I'm just saying, like, I'm just, oh my God, you don't understand. Listen, Linda. Listen. One thing I'm gonna say is, am I too loud? I think I'm too loud. One thing I gotta say is, you don't have to lie to kick it. You don't gotta lie to kick it, and you don't gotta lie to try to make yourself look big. I told you. If you wanna donate to the channel, look at the bottom of the chat. It's a little box with a $sign in it called Super Chat. It's a little bag at the bottom on Rumble called the Rumble Bag. You can donate whatever you want. Nothing too big, nothing too small. Dana J, appreciate everything that y'all do for the kid. Y'all know what I'm saying? Folks mad. They said, that nigga playing that R. Kelly. They mad. They mad. So I'm going to get in my Bubba Dub voice. Y'all niggas mad. So, listen. All that donating is not mandatory. But what is mandatory is that you violate the hell out of me and hit that like button. Subscribe if you like what you hear. Share me out if you definitely like what you hear. And join. Because there's going to be some times when I go members only, they're going to be like, come. And I'm going to be members only like, I told you. So with that being said, I'm going to get right into it. I don't care who feelings I hurt.
I don't care how y'all doing it. But truth is truth. I was summoned to 2 lives last night. And I was laughing my mother freaking tail off. Larry was on one page going off. Them R. Kelly supporters, hell with them. Why y'all want to R. Kelly talk? Why y'all want to listen to this? Why y'all want to do this? Why y'all want to do that? Yo, I was almost peeing on myself. Then the other live, I clicked on another TV and they said, yo, go to Angie page. I said, yo, you know I don't like that lady, yo. They said, go to Angie page. So I go to Angie page and Sharon Wimbush giving Angie the business. Angie said, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm saying to myself, Sharon, really? I'm looking for Angie to say what she been saying. R. Kelly guilty. I don't like R. Kelly. R. Kelly. I'm looking for her to say that. Or I'm looking for her to hear that little Google talk. I'm looking for all that. Man, her Google Plus Excel typing slowed all the way down like it was remedial. And Sharon Wimbush was like, oh, so just tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me. And she said, well, I don't get into the back and the forth. So then I'm sitting back and I said, hold on, Sharon. Why are you over there? And I'm saying to myself, why are you over there? Nigga! Coming to find out. I told you I'm gonna give you the tea. Coming to find out. Nah, fuck the tea. I'm gonna give you the orange juice. Coming to find out. She called Sharon and told Sharon, listen, I'm gonna play a video and I'm gonna talk about ROSHANA. That ain't never happened. And I said, see, these people be setting people up, yo. They be setting people up. All for Miss Mo, who trust me, Miss Mo is a very cool individual. She jumped up there and was like, you taking that for? Sharon said, no, I'm not. I ain't taking up for nobody. Well, guess what? I'm taking up for him. If don't nobody else take up for Robert Sylvester Kelly, I'm taking up for him. And when I take up for you, you know I go to the world for you. You know, I make sure that all of your enemies is looking at their self like this in the mirror. So when I was like, Sharon, what the hell? I'm saying this to myself and shit. I'm like, yo, Sharon. And then it was like, Sharon just started saying everything like, you know, I was there, and was showing there, and I'm sitting back like, Angie, say something. Angie said, well, I'm just not understanding. And then watch this. The way it looked, I thought Angie made like her phone disappeared, right? Right? And our phone just disappeared. And then I thought like Angie cut Sharon off because Sharon was going too hard. But come to find out, Sharon's phone died. But Angie came back and said, you know, I don't believe what nobody say no more. I gotta do my neutral. Wait a minute. Where's all this R. Kelly guilty at? Don't flip-flop now. If it was me up there, oh, R. Kelly guilty. R. Kelly guilty, Dana. You know it. Oh, wait a minute. You ain't been there 24/7. You ain't been there 24/7. Man, I'm about to get all of y'all you ain't been there 24/7 head ass niggas. I'm telling you now. I'm coming for all of you. So, as I sat and watched that, right, I said, the Dream Team made some calls. Dream Team made some calls, right? And I'm like, yo, I know y'all lying, right? I know y'all lying. Dream Team made some calls, right? So, hold on. You're live on the Dana J Show. How can I help you, caller? Hold on. I don't know what's going on. You're live on the Dana J Show. How can I help you, caller?
I can tell my story better than you can.
Oh, shit. Sharon Bush in the building. Oh, shit. I done got something started. All right, Sharon. So what happened, Sharon? What happened?
All over Brooklyn. And that's not what happened. And she called me. She said, would you like to come on my show? I'm going to play the interviews with ROSHANA. In my opinion.
Okay.
Or, my experience or my take on it.
Right. So she called you?
Yeah, she called me.
All right, go ahead and finish.
And then she said she was going to play some video of somebody that had read the book, and she was going to play that first. So I said, well, I'll just give my opinion here and there wherever I can fit in. So I get up there, and, I'm just talking about my experiences and my perspective. And then that other lady came up, and I don't have a problem with you having your opinion, but I wasn't asking for it. That's not what this was about. It was not about, let's open the mic up to everybody and let's go back and forth, because that's not what I do. I'm not interested in debating people. I'm not interested in hearing an opposing point of view when that's not what I'm here for. You can't move me. And I'm here to give my take based on my experiences with ROSHANA, Robert, Sparkle, Drea, and everybody else. So
right.
I wasn't interested in the lady's opinion, especially since the last time I was on there, she was referring to an informant as Mr. Larry and a scammer cousin as Mr. Levi, with such respect. And I said, but do you know these things about him? And she acted as if she knew nothing of their past. I sent the documents to Angie. She put them up on the screen and read them. And the lady still was challenging that. So that says to me, no, you're not open to new information. No, you don't look at facts. No, you don't look at evidence. And whatever credentials you have, they're bogus. Because you're following a federal informant and a pretend cousin who scams everybody out of money. So out the gate, I don't want to hear anything else you have to say. Because I'm presenting you with court documents and you're denying that. But now you want to come on and tell me you deal in facts, you deal in evidence, and based on your credentials, you read the book. I was like, I didn't ask for all of that. Because when I sent you that, you weren't even interested.
Wow.
When it came to the informant. So if you're not interested there, all of a sudden you're going to be unbiased, and I don't listen to people that don't follow their own bullshit all the way through.
Right.
If you say you're going to follow evidence, you're going to follow facts, you're going to follow this, then you follow it on everybody.
Right.
So when I said I don't defend Robert, it's because I don't. I defend the truth. And when I listen to these people, I'm seeking truth because I wasn't in the room.
So Sharon, so Sharon, so hold on. So for the people that might be a little confused, let me ask this question: are you for Robert? Are you against the Robert? Or are you in the middle?
I have seen throughout this case that these people are lying.
Okay.
So I don't have to be for Robert if everybody over here is lying.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I don't walk into the situation with, oh, I'm for you, and I haven't heard a shred of evidence. Now, if I hear the evidence and it points to your guilt, I might still help you, but I'm gonna be a little more quiet about it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So in this case, I'm never gonna support a man having sex with a 14-year-old child and abusing her. I don't
Okay.
care who you are. I'm not gonna support that. So and especially when I knew her. So I'm looking for the truth. The same with Drea. I'm looking for the truth. Then I hear a lie. Then I hear another lie. Then I hear another lie. So when I speak, I'm speaking from a position of, I tried to hear you out. Your lies got in the way of that. Your inconsistencies got in the way of that. And therefore, it looks as if Robert doesn't own this.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and that's how a judge is going to look at it. That's how anybody who's fair-minded is going to look at it. I'm going to listen to you, and I'm going to hear you out. And then when I see the inconsistencies, when I hear, like with ROSHANA, you are sympathetic when you hear, oh my God, I was a 14-year-old child. So I said, let me hear her out. And the first thing that jumped out was, wow, she got Botox. I thought she was broke. Then you look at the makeup, then the nails, then the hair, then the outfit. And I was like, all of this costs money. Where did she get this when she needed section? You know, these logical questions come up as I'm trying to hear your story because you're presenting this visual. Then she says she dropped out of school, but she's using all these big words. So naturally, I'm thinking, where'd you get all these big words from?
Oh, wait. And she dropped out of school?
That's what she said.
And she dropped out of high school?
I don't know.
Oh.
I guess at whatever point.
No, Sharon. What I'm going to say is, stay tuned later on. I got the bombshell. I'm going to drop the bombshell. But go ahead.
So, you know, it's all those inconsistencies, and I realize, oh, somebody's backing her.
Mm-hmm.
Then I hear she's not speaking to Sparkle. Then she's throwing Sparkle under the bus. So it's one thing after another that I say, wow, this ain't looking good for her, in my opinion.
Right.
And so I start doing the videos, and then I start, listening to another interview and another interview, and things just aren't adding up. And that's not based on me defending Robert. That's based on the things that came out of Sparkle's mouth, the things that came out of Val's mouth, the things that came out of ROSHANA's mouth.
Right.
I don't believe you because of you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This ain't got shit to do with Robert.
Right.
I don't believe you because of you.
Right. And then people get mad because you as a person don't want to believe a so-called victim and turn against Robert. No, I don't care about people getting mad, but I'm going to tell the truth.
I wanted to believe her. Your lies are getting in the way. Your inconsistencies are getting in the way. My common sense is saying, there's something not right here.
You wanted to believe her?
Huh?
You wanted to believe her? Why?
I don't want to believe that a 14, I'm seeing her the way I last saw her in my mind.
Okay.
I haven't seen her since we were at the George Street house.
Wow.
So in my mind, that's what I go back to time and time again.
That was years ago.
That's the last time I saw her in person. And so, I have that sort of maternal, motherly, and I'm the same with Joanne. You don't want to believe that a child, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, in other words. I don't want to believe you would make up a story. I don't want to believe you would lie on your father like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to search for the truth in this situation. And it's the same with ROSHANA. You're just trying to find, where's the truth in this? What's going on? And then the evidence just becomes overwhelming that, I don't think you're telling the truth. yeah, this isn't adding up. Yeah, this, and so you start to put it together methodically and strategically and legally.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you this question, Sharon.
Okay.
With both of us knowing Greg the way we do and our different perspectives, do you think if Greg was still living, ROSHANA would have took that stand?
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. She gave her statement to Bo Brenly, June of 25. The government didn't want her coming out publicly saying, they forced me.
The government didn't want that.
The prosecutors, yeah.
Right. The government didn't want that, right.
Of course. So what do? They get to her and say, we had you sign this immunity deal. We could take it back and still prosecute you. This is what I believe happened.
And brought her back from LA to Chicago and left her there.
They put money into her to get her a book. We'll put these people around you. And you'll get some money that way. We couldn't get you to $14 million. She's packaged.
Right.
He's packaged. Do I believe that what she said to Bo Brenly? Yes. He took a statement. I believe that. Her friends around her said that. I believe that. It's consistent with what Sparkle said. I believe she was forced to testify.
And Bo Brenly can use that against her in court.
To say what?
To show that the government coerced, enticed.
Well, hopefully he recorded her.
But if he took the statement, it's on record.
Yeah.
If he took the statement, it's on record. And matter of fact, and the way that lawyers normally do it when they take statements, but they have their what is that person? Dictator?
The person take dictation.
Yeah. For that person have to be there and type everything that's going on.
Or why wouldn't they record you?
Well, they can. That's a formality. But a lot of them use the dictation person to do it.
Because to me, I would want your voice.
Yep.
I would want a video.
Yep.
Like, I would want to lock this down, so I can bring this up in court.
Right.
If need be.
But then you got to look at it like this. Is Chicago a one-party state or two-party? Because if he recorded her without her permission, being on record, she can sue him.
No, you would have her permission. She gave that statement voluntarily.
Okay.
He didn't coerce her into that.
Okay.
Her friends gave it voluntarily. So, I'm assuming. And so you just, is it okay if I videotape this? Yeah. If you take her statement.
Yeah.
Because this is a complete reversal. Everything is rehearsed, is strategically placed, and it's meant so that she can't flip-flop again.
Well, she can.
Ow. Damn, she gonna look like a damn fool.
No. Here's the thing. I don't know if you've seen when I read the transcripts the other day, when I read the beginning, but technically going through that beginning says enough. When she said that Robert promised her on the side of her daddy, but he will protect her, he will take care of her, and he will be all that she needs. That's everything her father was there for. So now, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm not saying allegedly, when the government met with Greg, and Greg told him no for that third time, I believe they gave him that shot, and then made him have a heart attack, and Greg gone. So now that the government took a perfectly healthy Greg Landfair away, the only person she had left was Robert. They took a perfectly healthy Robert away. So now who do you have to protect you? The government. Who do you have to spend money on you? The government. Who do you have to be all that you need to be? The government. Well, how can the government prove that? Well, I'm going to take you from LA. I'm going to drop you back in Chicago. And because you was threatening to turn on us. So now this is what we're going to do. If we can't give you the 20 to 14 million because Leavenweber seen through our bullshit. So what we going to do is we going to get you with the women pedophiles, Kale and Okra, and we're going to groom you up, and we're going to put you on a press run. But it's Kale and Okra.
Kale and okra.
Yeah. Yeah. Kale and Okra. And we're going to put you on a press run, but we only going to send you to the people that we deal with that don't like Robert.
Right, of course.
Because my thing is this. If she's really doing a press run, why won't she go to nobody that's going to question her?
But why are her answers rehearsed? Why are they formatted? She has the questions in advance. She's giving these same stock answers. It's almost like she's AI generated.
Right.
You know?
Everything is robotic. Everything.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to live my truth. I want you to understand that I am ROSHANA and not the girl on the tape. Pause.
Right.
You sure that's you on the tape now? Because when I read the federal government, what they said, that wasn't you on that tape. That wasn't even Robert on that tape. When you...
But here's the thing, nobody even knew who she was. So how could you say I'm trying to get my name back when nobody knew your name? Nobody knew what you looked like. So you were free to roam around wherever you needed to go. And no one was coming, even if they heard you give your name in Starbucks, no one was going to say, oh my God, no one recognized you.
But see, that's not what people are going to remember. What they're going to remember is this right here. We burnt ourselves out with surviving R. Kelly.
Right.
When it got to the end, we put Javante Cunningham up there, and people that knew the situation, like just like that little lazy eye boy, Dana J, he started kicking it and telling everybody that our storyline it was wrong. So now we got one desperate ram in the bush.
Yeah.
And that's ROSHANA Landfair. We can say, ROSHANA, that's you on the tape. And you know that's you on the tape. Wait a minute, that's not me on that tape. I said that's you on the tape. So when you got coercion, enticement, inducement, and bribery. All right, bro, I got you. It's crazy because I said it once and I say it again. When the beef between me and Geronda first kicked off on Facebook, there was no Larry McGee. There was no grown little boy. The person that I had a problem with from Facebook to Instagram was Robert Keller. Robert Keller was having all my pages shut down, and he was defending Geronda through and through. It wasn't until I made Tim Savage cave, and me and Angelo was going back and forth, that Angelo said, I got my little brother. I got my little brother. And I said, bring your little brother. And a nigga popped up in a fire pit. And I said, oh, I love slaying dragons. And that's when the emergence of Larry McGee came. So, and then me and Larry fought over every platform, and then we ended up on YouTube. So at the end of the day, I always say this one thing. Everybody talk about R. Kelly did this, R. Kelly did that. All right, pause that. So when we say R. Kelly didn't do it, and the first thing they say was you there? So then I counter, was you there? No, I wasn't there. So both of us need to shut up then.
Right.
But you can't tell me shut up because you see me with him. You see me there. Some folks heard me talking to him. Some folks seen me talking to him. Some folks jumped out at the trunk and almost crashed the car into the trunk. Oh, R. Kelly! And he technically, and that's not a lie, he jumped behind the wall like, damn, who is somebody call police, bro? So the mad part about it is Larry's job was to scatter R. Kelly support and make everybody hate each other and turn on each other and ultimately turn on R. Kelly. Because
to make sure he had no support.
Right.
If everybody's fighting and arguing and doing all of that, you're not unified and you're not getting any work done.
Right. Right.
But I never stopped working. I didn't join in on that. I continued to work. So he was not effective with me. I never needed an army. I'm an army. I got enough work done that that's what we have today. So he's, he could talk all this shit about he's not scared of the feds. And I heard what Angie said about what he did wasn't illegal.
Hold on.
Then why did he scrub his page? Why'd you scrub your page?
But I got one better for you. Why was Robert locked up? Wasn't that wait? Isn't that called obstruction of justice?
Right.
So if that's not a charge from a person that call themselves a lawyer that don't have a bar number except for to Walmart, what credibility will that person have? Listen, this is why I tell people 2026 they gotta make up their own decision, but I wouldn't even talk to those people no more. Because now you're looking at stupidity. And if you're smarter than a stupid person, that makes you stupid because you entertain a stupid person. I can no longer talk to her or those people or the people that hang with her. I can't. Because now I look at it like you telling me that obstruction is not a charge. You telling me that witness tampering is not a charge. So what was you saying, Sharon? I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter what she says. It matters what the Department of Justice says. So they're free to have their opinion. They're free to believe whatever they want to believe. I put information in the hands of the Department of Justice. And they will determine what that is. But he's very clear what he did was illegal because that's why he took it off the internet. That's why he scrubbed his page. That's why you go over there and he got 3 fucking videos and he's been on here for 7 years. So everything he posts, he takes down because he knows it's evidence. He knows it's illegal. And he knows, but I've already recorded it. I've already got it. It's already been set. I have channels and pages they know nothing about that I send information to. But most importantly, the government has the ability to go back and pull everything you've ever put on your page.
Hold up, Sharon. Let me look at my good eye. Hold on. Are you telling me you're a troll?
Who you talking to?
You. Are you telling me you're a troll?
What does that mean?
Because you said you got pages nobody know about. Are you telling me you're a troll?
No, I do know. Where I need to send it. And people don't know about it. So if, they like to go to my page and say this, that, and the other, I'm not doing that. I send the stuff where I need to send it. And I send it on many formats. So the information is in the hands of the President of the United States. If what he's doing is legal, then why are you scrubbing your page?
Well, it's in the cloud anyway, so you might as well leave it up there. But that's why I don't take down my stuff, because it's already in the cloud.
Yeah, you think the federal government can't go and reinstate every post, every video? I got all your screen names. They gonna follow your IP address like these people know what they're doing.
Yo.
You're hitting the rank amateur. So at the end of the day, people are free. I don't care about people having their opinions. That doesn't bother me. I don't care that people I like that does not bother me in the least. What I'm not going to do is argue, and I'm not going to go back and forth. If you want to hear my opinion, I'll give it, but there's not going to be any back and forth. If you're open to new information, okay. And so I don't have a problem talking to anybody. I don't have a problem going on anybody's platform. I went on Larry's platform. I've been on a lot of people's platform. I don't care about that. Let's have some conversation. Can we talk civilly? I don't have to agree with you to talk to you.
Right.
See, that's the problem with this country right now. The blue versus the red. If you're Democrat, you can't talk to this one. If you're this, you can't talk to that one. If you're against R. Kelly, you can't. I don't have a problem with you having your opinion. Can we talk civilly? And if we can't, then we don't broach that subject. I have family members that don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? So what? I'm not going to avoid them or not talk to them. Everybody has a different opinion. What everybody is unified on is everybody loves his music. But when it comes to these issues, people are divided. They're divided. And they're using the right language. These black girls. You're not protecting these black girls. That's how you get black women. Nobody wants to say, no, yes, I don't want to protect black girls. So when you throw that, and that's the language she's using now. If I were a different skin color, she's saying all the Me Too bullshit in these latest interviews that she's done. It's all, equal language.
Right.
So it's to get as much public sympathy as she can and to get as much people rallying for her as she can.
Makes sense.
So she can make as much money as she can. And it is up to R. Kelly supporters to keep the truth circulating.
Makes sense.
Use the documents you have, use the information you have, and hold her feet to the fire. That's all. If you're standing on truth, why didn't you tell us that you had sex with Robert and his wife? She said she's close to his children. So as you're fucking their mama and daddy? I mean, how do you leave that out of your book? I don't know how you do that. You say, huh? I'm
gonna ask you this question.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask you this question after you say what you say. Go ahead and keep on cooking.
But she said, I want to stand on truth. She walked in the door knowing he was married. She walked in the door knowing that was Sparkle's boyfriend, Sparkle's man. And yet, at some point in her growth and development, she thought it was okay to engage back and forth and not tell Sparkle, not tell her mother. At what point did she take responsibility? I don't know how old she was when she got involved with her, because we're not getting the truth. And that's what everybody needs to stand on.
Right.
We don't know.
Right.
You can't say that was her in the tape.
Right.
I don't believe, and the strongest thing for me is I do not believe Sparkle would have put that tape out into the public believing that was her 14-year-old niece. I don't believe she would have did that.
Well, I'm going to play Ed Jensen's notes again tonight.
Yeah.
That's going to get bad because the more I play it, I'm noticing I played it 4 times and got 4 privacy strikes already. I'm not taking it down.
Yeah.
And I'm getting privacy strikes from somebody I don't know. But I do know that ending of the email is GOVT. Was it .govt or .gov, something like that? So I'm not taking it down. I don't care what you say.
Where did you get the notes from? Maybe it's because he's a lawyer and knows important documents. I don't know.
I gotta take a drink on that one. I gotta take a drink on that one. I gotta take a drink on that one. Like, a good journalist don't reveal his secrets.
You and Jim D. Regatas, y'all. Okay.
Now listen, I came across something that Bo can use to subpoena Jim, and if he tried it again, there's a law that makes journalists talk, and they can't plead the fifth or they go to jail.
All right, email that to Bo.
Man, you know that man don't listen to nothing I say.
He might.
That man don't listen. That man was supposed to call me a month and a half ago. And like I told you in private, I ain't pushing the issue no more.
Yeah.
Because I refuse to make somebody, understand or overstand what's going on when they don't want to. Whatever the bone is out, I don't care. Because I'm going to outlive that bone.
Yeah.
But what I don't want is for people to come back and say, oh, Dana, I'm sorry. No. Keep the same energy and stay over there with the same dummies. That's how I look at it. For some people, there is no coming back.
Yeah.
And when people say, yo, this fight for R. Kelly, but it shouldn't be personal, y'all should have thought about that. When I lost my crib, I lost jobs, I was lied on, I was swindled, but I had somebody by the name of, well, I ain't gonna say it, but I just don't understand how you say you for R. Kelly, but then turn around and say R. Kelly is guilty. These are the questions that I would want to look all of them in their face and ask. And the crazy part is Larry said, it's okay for you to change your mind. But when the people from Team Truth left from over there, oh, y'all wrong because y'all changing y'all mind. Yeah, wait. You can't have it both ways.
He wants as many people to line up behind his thieving crooked ass as possible so he can say, I was right and they were wrong. But my thing is, why are you still here? Robert's in jail. Don't your wife and kids need you? You got respect for these kids. Go be a daddy to them. Stop coming over here trying to be a daddy to these thoughts and these groupies. It's just pathetic.
Well,
if I'm gonna lose in the dictionary, it's his fucking picture. Big nose, ugly motherfucker. It's just a loser. Absolute loser. He riding around in his truck dreaming about R. Kelly instead of his wife and kids. He's spending 8 to 10 hours a day on R. Kelly. He don't know where the fuck his kids are, what they're doing, what grades they're getting in school. He could fucking care less.
Well,
he all over there at Tim Savage ass.
Yeah, definitely that. Definitely
it's
that.
like, why does this concern you at this level? The man is in prison. You say he ain't getting out. Why don't you return to your bullshit ass life?
Then he said last night, why y'all worried about an R. Kelly tour? It's younger artists out here. Okay, so I got a question. What young artists, and let's take Chris Brown out of it, what young artists can come close to R. Kelly? I'll wait.
It's not even close. R. Kelly is who he is. And he's revered in the music industry. So if Larry don't go do what you're doing and don't stop telling other people how they should live and what they should do. If people want to support Robert, that's their business. If people don't want to believe Roshana, they have a right not to believe her. If people don't want to line up with his crooked ass, we have a right to do that. This person that stole $1.6 million from a bank, defrauded people, 79 people identities he stole. And that's just the beginning of his criminal behavior. But he's so concerned about young black girls. but you picking up prostitutes on your truck stops with your rusty ass nuts that you don't clean. Nigga, stop it. He's fucking disgusting. Disgusting. He's a big nugget away from a heart attack. Sitting there,
Lord.
double cheese, In-N-Out burger, and just fat, ugly, and disgusting. And then smoking a cigar. Ugh. But he want to run something. Just stupid. If you think you didn't do anything wrong, take all of your videos off of private and put them back out there. Go live and tell us what you did with ROSHANA. With Azriel in your house.
Ooh.
If it's not a crime.
You about to have Angelo come out and get mad. You about to make Angelo pop up and get mad, but don't say that. Don't say that, boy. Oh, Lord.
But if he swears he did nothing wrong, then leave the information out there and stand on business.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. Stand on business. You just talking to a young girl and you engineering Go Live and Jazz and just walk us through what happened. Have Azriel call in and verify what y'all say.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, but they're saying it was a kumbaya, we're just... But why'd you do it behind Angelo's back? Why'd you wait until he left to coerce his daughter? Why'd you have to sneak Ryan Jabot's number from him? Why did you call them behind Angelo's back and fly his daughter to California without his permission? He told her not to go, but you decided she should go. All of that shit.
Well, I think I need to have a Dana J. Angelo conversation part 2.
Yeah.
I think I need to have a part 2 where it's just me and Angelo just talk part 2.
Where's the part 1?
It's up. It's 5 hours and 42 minutes long. But it's up there. I send you the link.
What are y'all talking about?
Everything. Tim Savage jump up. Shabazz jump up. Cash jump up before nobody wanted her up there. Larry even called in and me and him went at it. Skylife jumped up there. It was crazy. Tim Savage admitted some truth over the lies he told. Yeah.
My thing is everybody has a right to their opinion. Everybody has a right to think whatever they want to think, believe whatever they want to believe. I don't have to agree with you. You don't have to agree with me. We should be able to have a conversation. I listen to you, you listen to me. And it just be as amicable as it can be.
That's grown folk talk.
Grown folk. Yeah, we all adults. But all of this back and forth and, the lady yesterday kept saying I'm interrupting her. I'm interrupting you because this is unsolicited. I didn't ask you to come up here and give me your opinion.
But that's the thing. Angie set that up like that.
Well, whoever set it up, once you do that, I'm gonna, and it was simply because of the interaction I had with this person before.
Okay.
Where they were actually defending Larry, regardless of what I showed them. So that told me you're not a fair person. You don't look at the evidence. So all this that you're giving me yesterday is bullshit. I stand on facts. I stand on evidence. I look at the truth. My credentials tell me no, because you didn't use any of that on Larry and Levi. So I'm not interested in anything you have to say. And it's Angie's platform. She can have whoever she wants on there. Tell me somebody else wants to come up, and I'll drop down. Okay, gotta go, because that's not how I spend my time and energy.
Right.
I'm not arguing with anybody for any length of time over nothing. I don't make money doing that. And I'm not interested in trying to pull somebody to my side. We know where they stand. It's been 7 years. I'm crystal clear. I didn't know that lady, so I wasn't sure where she stood. But once she referred to him as Mr. Larry, I'm like, oh, okay. How long have you known him? Years. Okay, then that tells me you're blind to what they're doing. And you're not, so you're basically Team Truth. She's the same as the rest of them over there. They ignore his crimes, ignore his criminal behavior, ignore all the crap that he does, but they want to point the finger at R. Kelly.
Well, no, you can't say that because Team Truth don't even like Oak Cove. Team Truth and Oak Cove is two different entities.
Oh.
And you can't even say Oak Cove because Oak Cove is a freedom group up in Virginia. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, so I don't have a problem with anybody. I don't dislike anybody. I don't even dislike Larry. I want him to go to prison, but I don't dislike him. He's a degenerate. You can be a degenerate. I don't dislike degenerates.
So you want not to cut you off. So you want Larry to go to prison for the crimes that he committed against Rob, right?
Correct. Yeah. I believe he broke the law. I'm going to it's where it needs to be. It's being dealt with. Like I said, we in the kitchen cooking. So he felt it was his responsibility to make sure Robert did whatever. And it's my responsibility, especially since he fucked with me for 7 years, all in my shit. I need you to be accountable. Everybody wants accountability until it comes to them. And if he did nothing illegal, I need to hear that from Pam Bondi. That's the only person I'm going to believe.
Mm.
So unless Pam Bondi tells me, I don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
Sharon Wimbush back on the prowl, y'all. Oh boy. So
where's Levi at these days?
I don't know. I haven't seen him or talked to him.
He's in the bushes. Probably drunk somewhere. Can't scam no money. He can scam everybody out of their money. Who gave that man money is unbelievable. So, she's doing her book thing. R. Kelly fans have a right to, and this is one thing I do want to do. The R. Kelly fans are really, really stand up for him. These are some of the best fans I've seen. Like, these people go hard for Rob, and they've held the fort. They make sure the documents are out there. They make sure everybody is aware of what's going on, and they keep that information circulating. I want everybody to remain doing it legal. Like, don't harass people. Don't do anything that could be considered whatever. But you have a right to your First Amendment right. Look at what these people are doing with ICE. They all up in ICE space saying, these are my First Amendment rights. And they're all going in churches. So you want to be legal, but you have a right to say, I disagree with you.
Nah, I can't be Don Lemon, Sharon.
Right, don't be Don Lemon. But you have a right to say, look, in court it said you had sex with his wife. Is that true? Why did you put that in your book? You have a right to say that. You have a right to say you knew that was Sparkle's boyfriend. She says you started a relationship. What is the real age? Just hold people accountable. Hold them accountable. She says she's getting threats. I don't believe her. How the fuck does anybody have your family's number that they're calling them? So she's a pathological liar. She's lying about a lot of things. And so it makes it difficult for me to believe anything that she's saying.
Okay.
Because, once I catch you in lie after lie after lie after lie, and these are verifiable lies, then I can't line up with you. I don't care how many tears you shed through your Botox. I don't care how cute your makeup is. I don't care how much they practiced you and rehearsed you. I'm not interested in that. You're not telling the truth. You're not being forthcoming. But you want to say he groomed you, he did these things. You knew he was married. You knew that was Sparkle's boyfriend. You knew he had children. So if somebody came on to you, at some point, you should have told somebody. So that's just not believable to me. How did he have time to groom you, plus monitor everybody's bathroom break, plus monitor everybody's food intake? Just look at the amount of females, and you can multiply that times 100, because everybody didn't come forward. And if he's doing the things they said, when did he have time to do music?
That part.
Because you're monitoring bathroom and can you eat and can you come out the room, and when the fuck did he have time to do any type of album or tour? Or it's just not enough hours in the day for him to do all of that. So it's bullshit. And then the other thing she said, and she catches herself, I've been around Robert. I know how he moves. I know what he does.
Mm-hmm.
She said, we talked on the phone every day. You can't reach Robert every day. You got to call him 100 times a day to reach him maybe once or twice a week. He's just, the phone is constantly ringing. So she said, we would talk at different times, and I would want to know if he was going to be playing basketball or if he was going to be in the studio. What that said to me was she chased up behind him. Robert didn't call her. Robert doesn't call people. And I know that from being around him for years. He doesn't call people. That phone stays in his ear because somebody's calling. And when that call ends and somebody else calling, he'll just click over. And then click over and click over. And then when he's tired, he'll turn the phone off. So if you don't break through, you don't get to talk to him. So if she's saying, first of all, and that's what I knew about all the females, they were lying. You're not talking to him every day because he's not seeing you you can't see 500 women a day.
Especially not all day.
Not all day, not even for a minute. It's not enough hours for the day. Drea would go. The reason Drea saw him more than anybody is because she was in the house with him. ROSHANA was not. So ROSHANA may have seen him once a week. When Azriel and all of them came on deck, they may have seen him once a week. If you're not in the house where he sleeps, you don't. And then Drea didn't even see him every day because there were times he didn't come home and there are times he's on the road traveling. You don't see him every day. But the wife, whoever's in the main house with them is going to see him more than anybody else. So from what I understand, in Atlanta, he had the main house with Summer, and then he had the second house where all the jump-offs were. Azriel, Joy.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. One house was in Johns Creek and one house was in Decatur.
And how close were they?
Whoa. Not close at all. That's like a 55-minute drive on a highway.
Oh, wow.
That's coming from the north side going all the way east.
Are you certain of that?
I'm positive of that.
Okay.
That's coming from north going all the way east. So that means you got to come from north, you got to go downtown, and then you got to hit the east-west connector.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of traffic.
So, yeah, he saw them once a week at best. once a week.
But then here's my question. How is it that every other person got herpes, but the odd people don't?
Right.
Some of them got herpes, Dre don't got herpes, and ROSHANA don't got herpes. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how did Faith get herpes?
Did Haley Calhoun say she had herpes?
Hell no.
Right. And that's a very good point. Half of them don't have herpes, the other half do.
So I didn't know herpes pick and choose who they want to mess with.
Yeah.
But, all right, let me go ahead and get the rest of this content out. I got you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. That's Sharon Wimbush, everybody. She jumped on. She called. She said, look, I can tell my own story. You think I won't let you tell your own story? Shit. But it was still funny the way I told it, though. It was still funny the way I told it, though. But hold on. My brother came through. My brother said, Dana, check your phone. Whew. Let's get back into it. Oh. So it's proof that the government is controlling the narrative. They threaten ROSHANA with consequences for violating what they determine is the truth. Hashtag free R. Kelly, shout out to Level Up. So the question was, and this coming from Bonjean. So the government says you have to tell truthful and complete testimony. But in the event that they determine that you violated this provision, or they determine that you didn't give truthful testimony, then there would be consequences for that, right? She said, yes. She said, okay, so it's them making the determination, not you, right? She said, correct. Hold on, ROSHANA. Hold on, ROSHANA. And we can't have this way. So Jennifer Bonjean said, so the government says you have to tell truthful and complete testimonies. But in the event that they determine that you violated this provision, or they determine that you didn't give truthful testimony, then there would be a consequence, that there would be consequences for that, right? ROSHANA said yes. So Jennifer Bonjean said, okay. So it's them making the determination, not you, right? She said, correct. That's coercion. But I'm going to go a little deeper. Shout out to Vi, because Vi sent me that. But I'm going to go a little deeper. And when you go in a little deeper, sometimes you got to get a little deeper. Well, let's talk, ROSHANA. Jennifer Bonjean said, in fact, you also had a sexual relationship with him and his wife, right? You said that's what he wanted. You did that, though, as an adult, right? She said, correct. And you understood that after 2008 acquittal from your conversations with Robert, that this is all in the past, right? You said correct. Now, when you did move out, strike that. Let me ask you one other thing. You testified that you weren't allowed to work when you were living with Robert, but that's not true, right? She said, no, I was not allowed to work. Weren't you going to school at Moraine Community College, going to classes there? Correct. But I was also not able to choose what I wanted to go to school for. Okay. And you were also working at a daycare center. Let's go. Office for the Northern District of Illinois has been litigated. Those witnesses will finally provide the truth. AUSA Angel Cruel and accompanying federal agents pursued Jane after she indicated she did not wish to speak to them. They told Jane that if she did not change her story, They told Jane that if she did not change her story, they told Jane that if she did not change her story, her parents would both be charged with engaging in a criminal conspiracy with R. Kelly to obstruct justice. Uh-oh. AUSA Angel Crew and accompanying federal agents pursued after she indicated she did not wish to speak to them. Right? They told Jane that if she did not change her story, her parents would both be charged with engaging in criminal conspiracy with R. Kelly to obstruct justice. They told, God damn it. Live on the Dana J Show, how can I help you? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Mm. What? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Something happened in the prison, and they have now put R. Kelly in the hole. Now we all remember what's been going on with R. Kelly. We all, you know what I'm saying, have been seeing these things.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you for calling. All right.
We didn't get been put in the hole, man. Now, according to the report, it says R. Kelly is sitting in a hole in North
Okay.
Carolina federal prison while his lawyers push claims of an assassination plot.
All right. Thank you for calling. Oh my God. Yo, I can't take that Ticket TV guy serious. He talking about R. Kelly been put in a hole and all that. Come on, man. Stop. This is why you can't take people serious, man. R. Kelly has been put in a hole. This and this. Nah, I would have found that out today. That's not true. And I'll say that. That's not true at all. R. Kelly been in a hole. And he's out of the hole. Been out of the hole for a good while. So it says they told her that she had evidence of payments her mother and father received from Mr. Kelly. They told her that Crew would use them to see that her parents were prosecuted and jailed unless Jane would change her story and cooperate with the government as prosecutors pursued their desire to get R. Kelly and obtain his conviction. Pause. With that being said, This is enticement, inducement, coercion, and obstruction. Everything that R. Kelly was charged with, the government done. I want somebody to make this make sense. Then it says, in addition to the threat, Cruel and others on the prosecution team further told Jane that she would be able to receive a substantial financial award if she gave testimony that led to Mr. Kelly's conviction. That proved to be an outright lie, but it was told as truth, and Jane believed it. What did I tell y'all? Somebody who never had a large amount of money? Somebody that have a large amount of money? Wow. That's all you got to do is tell them you're going to get it, or they're going to get it. There it is. So it says, faced with the threat that her aging parents would be jailed and the promise that she could get a life-altering financial award for giving testimony that led to a conviction, Jane agreed to change her story and go to the grand jury for the federal government. Her grand jury testimony in this case was the direct product of threat, intimidation, and coercion. Jane experienced it. Pause. So y'all fools telling me that that's Jane on the tape when the government made her change her goddamn story? Who do y'all think y'all playing with? And that's why I say I will go to war with any one of these platforms, especially Ticket TV. Because this is in the motion. This is court documents. God damn it. Then it says her grand jury testimony in this case was the direct product of threat, intimidation, and coercion. Jane experienced it. She reported it to others. There will be no doubt it happened. Look, she reported it to others. There will be no doubt it happened. Prosecutors compelled the primary witness in this case to change her prior sworn testimony under oath and claim that she was formerly a perjurer by threatening her family with jail and promising her wealth. And even when she didn't go along with it, they made her go along with it by killing her father. And I stand on that. Because Greg was in perfect health before he met with the government. After he met with the government, Greg Landfair died. Make that make sense. I keep telling y'all, the CIA, the FBI, and the DEA specialize in heart attacks. They specialize in that. So, prosecutors compelled the primary witness in this case to change her prior sworn testimony under oath and claim that she was formerly a perjurer by threatening her family with jail and promising her wealth. Yet, that was just the start of the injustices that would be created by the effort to prosecute Robert Kelly in federal court in Chicago. The prosecutorial misconduct in this case got worse rather than better. After they got Mr. Kelly charged and held in custody at the Metropolitan at the MCC, his immediate release on bond pending the litigation of this motion will provide the accountability that the current administration demands. Factual background. In 2008, Jane specifically told a Cook County jury that she was not the person who appeared in the video that is at the heart of the instant case. Trial TR Volume 5 at 913. Without her testimony, Robert was found not guilty. The only FBI analysis done on the videotape could not identify her as the person in the video. Exhibit A. Goddamn, what have I told y'all? For approximately 20 years, she never suggested anything to the contrary. However, as the Me Too movement heated up and surviving R. Kelly began to flicker in the eyes of prosecutors who saw him as the one that got away, something changed. That change did not come from Jane. She did not independently come forward and change her story. She did not participate in any aspect of surviving R. Kelly. She did not independently assert that she was the person depicted in any videotape. What changed was the tactics that prosecutors were willing to use to get her to change her story. Over the past year, the undersigned and his office have interviewed witnesses who have come forward and will testify under oath to the following facts about what happened to Jane. These are witnesses who were not available to the defense at the time of trial. People who actively avoided and refused to be questioned. In one instance, this is a witness who testified for the government at trial and was not willing to share the truth with defense counsel out of fear. There are other witnesses in whom Jane confided the truth after the trial ended. And of course, there was Jane herself. At a hearing on this matter, the defense will call Jane to the witness stand, along with other witnesses who will be identified for the court after the issue of recusal of the U.S. attorneys. But hold on. You see what this say? The FBI laboratory, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Washington, D.C., report examination. Examiner named George R. Scalaba. Forensic audio, video, and image analysis. Lab number 0507292250AI. Case ID number 95A-HQ-1365396. Results of the examination. The submitted K89 Sony T-120 VHS video cassette specimen was examined to locate images which best depict ROSHANA landfill. 2 sets of the selected images were electronically processed and printed, one of which was labeled DE1. The K89 images depicting Robert Kelly, along with the K9 through K103 photographs of Robert Kelly, were compared to images depicting a female from the previously submitted 01 Maxwell T-60 VHS video cassette. 050505 AI. So for the idiot that said AI wasn't around back then, I'm gonna bust your ass too. You just hold on. Additionally, the 10 images of, I'm assuming that's landfill, from the previously submitted K79 through K88 were also compared to images of the female from Q1. Blank, I don't know what that was. Oh, okay, R. Kelly and the female depicted in the Q1 images share similar facial Miss Landfair, ROSHANA Landfair, and the female depicted in the Q1 images share similar facial characteristics, such as the shape of the nose and the mouth. What did I tell y'all? They used ROSHANA's face on top of Adelina Prado's face, and they tried to mend them together. Additionally, Blank and the female depicted in the Q1 images share numerous similarities with the left ear. However, due to insufficient detail, in Q1 images and the limited perspectives of the known and questioned images, ROSHANA Landfair could not be identified or eliminated as being the female depicted in Q1 images. One chart consisting of images from K91 all the way up to K102 and K103 labeled DE2. And one chart consisting of images from Q1 and K89 labeled DE3 were produced. So when I say something, I'm not saying it just to be trying to say it. I'm not saying it to try to gain fame. I'm not saying it because I don't mean it. No. I'm saying it because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't understand. And a lot of people are running with the fact that, Dana, you can't say that that's not her on the tape. No, I ain't said it. The federal government said it. Now argue with them and talk to your mother and for making you an idiot. That's who you say it with. But I don't feel sorry for the idiots because I'm about to play a little bit of Sparkle's Revenge. Check this out and listen for yourself.
It's from the R. Kelly trial, written and read by Josh Levine. Sparkle's Revenge. If there's a life lesson to be taken from the R. Kelly trial, it's that when you're trying to help your niece launch a music career, perhaps it's best to widen the search for mentors beyond the man who sings, "It Seems Like You're Ready," and "I Like the Crotch on You." On the stand this afternoon, Stephanie Edwards, aka the R&B singer Sparkle, says that she introduced the alleged victim to Kelly when the three of them met up in the log cabin to watch the Chicago Bulls in the NBA Finals. Depending on whether this was the Bulls' 5th or 6th championship, the alleged victim would have been either 12 or 13. A basketball player herself, the girl was jolly, personable, and a little tomboyish. Kelly, Edwards says, liked her spirit. This suggests a possible song title for the clean version of R. Kelly's greatest hits, "I Like the Spirit on You." Stephanie Edwards' 2 hours of testimony are a reminder that the cliches of the televised courtroom drama aren't entirely fanciful. As she remembers her niece's personality, Edwards, her hair up in a tight bob, gold hoop earrings dangling down to the top of her long neck, a dash of sparkly glitter applied neatly above her left cheek, dabs at her eyes, and one of the sheriff's deputies in the room brings her tissues. Defense attorney Edward Jensen, too, performs like a man in search of a camera. Jensen, who looks like an unkempt sheepdog but questions witnesses like a flesh-hungry pit bull, presses her to admit that she was intimately involved with the production and distribution of the sex tape, including scheduling a screening for the girl's parents. Sparkle says that never happened. "You have no idea why they'll testify to that?" Jensen asks, immediately withdrawing the question as the prosecution objects furiously. For the first half hour or so of cross-examination, Jensen gathers details to support the defense's little man theory. He asks whether she knows how many of the hours and hours of footage typically shot for a music video are never used. She has no idea. How many different videos Kelly has made over the years? A lot. And how many videos the alleged victim's much smaller time musical group starred in during its career? She says 2 or 3. Jensen next establishes Sparkle's motive: a bitter musical divorce. After her self-titled album, released in 1998 and produced, written, and arranged by Kelly, was certified platinum, Edwards expressed a desire to work with other producers. This did not sit well with Kelly, she acknowledges, and the two of them parted ways contractually in 2000. Over Jensen's protestations, Edwards insists that she and Kelly still got along personally at this point. "He was my homeboy," she says, though she also admits that Kelly withheld royalty payments and claims that he still hasn't paid for her decade-old album. A short while later, Sparkle started talking with record exec Barry Hankerson, Kelly's one-time manager and now bitter enemy. Jensen asserts that Hankerson and Kelly are foes, though he omits the fact that Kelly's child bride, Aaliyah, was Hankerson's niece.
Hey, Murray,
Upon leaving the singer's employ, Hankerson wrote a letter to Kelly's record label saying that he needed psychiatric help for his compulsion to pursue underage girls. Jensen, with his voice raised to a near shout, tries repeatedly and futilely to get Edwards to admit that she got calls on her cell phone from Hankerson and that they talked about their common enemy. Was part of the deal doing something bad to Robert? A frothing Jensen asks. When Sparkle says, "Of course not," he repeats her words back sarcastically. Jensen leaves it to us to put all of this together. Let's give it a try. Frustrated with her declining musical career, and perhaps resentful of Kelly's astoundingly successful one, Sparkle hatched a scheme to extort her rich ex-mentor and to turn the words of her hit song Be Careful into reality. You better be careful what you do to me, she sang, because somebody might do it to you. While Kelly was out making beats one night, perhaps she enlisted a pair of underemployed porn actors to bust into the singer's log cabin and film themselves having sex, peeing, etc.
Bingo. Listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all. But no, y'all didn't want to listen. Pay attention.
Perhaps she enlisted a pair of underemployed porn actors to bust into the singer's log cabin and film themselves having sex, peeing, etc.
Now, who might that be? If y'all can tell me who the inspiring porn actresses can be, you might get a gift from Dana J. So can somebody tell me who the inspiring porn actresses were that Sparkle enlisted? Let's see if y'all can tell me. I keep telling you, I hold the keys to everything. While people are coming on the internet and telling you what's being told by the parents, I'm telling you what's being told by living the thing. Can y'all tell me who the two sex addicts are? The inspired sex actresses? Somebody said Lisa Van Ellen. Uh-oh. Somebody said Damon. Uh-oh. So can somebody tell me who both of them are? Somebody said Birdie. Oh, Lord. Can somebody tell me who they are?
With that being said, right? With that being said, I said it once and I say it again. It's all a conspiracy. Yeah. All right, J Rock, send me one tonight, yo. Send me one tonight, and I can send it to you. So, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I don't gotta play around, right? I don't gotta play around. And when folks want to play around, I let them play. I don't got time for that. So, with that being said, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Hold on. I missed some things today. Nah, we ain't leaving so soon. I got something to play. Because everybody want to act like they got amnesia. Hold on. Mm. I appreciate you, Jackie. Hold on. Hold on. It was Adobe, but the overall parent for Adobe back then was CGI because they was experimenting and with CGI through the Adobe platform. So you're right, Queen B.
We did our job. We brought the information to the public. Surviving R. Kelly went off. We kept that shit going. We got bus drivers. We got police officers. We got assistants. We got friends. We got people to lie. We got the storage. We got motherfucking video, audio. You have bus drivers. We got police officers. We got assistants. We got friends. We got people to lie. Police officers. We got assistants. We got friends. We got people to lie. 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 We got the storage. We got motherfucking video, audio. You have seen Azriel at my house. You have seen parents at my house. All you're doing is digging a deeper hole for yourself, man. I'm good. I'm away from that. My daughter's finished her shit, and because of you, she made me go back into some shit. Because of you. Word of your fucking mouth. Do whatever you gotta do, homie. But you don't want to play with me and test me with my daughter.
I would call you guys, don't pay no attention. Like, I have not talked to you guys in over a year because I would call you guys 4 or 5 months at a time. And when I would call you guys would be yelling, you guys would be cursing out. Mommy would be yelling at the top of her lungs. And so what I would do is, I'd say, okay, I'll give you about 4 or 5 months. And then hopefully, you just miss me so much that you just want to talk. Both you and her, when I would call you, was nothing but arguing. To be completely honest with you, Robert would ask me to call you guys, and no matter what he would say, is this your father's number or is this your mother's number? And it would say, oh, and I would say, yes, that is my father's number. He was like, you need to call him. And I would say, I'm not going to call him. Because at that point, the only thing I get is bickering every time I pick up the phone. So if I can avoid it, if I can enjoy myself in this nice little penthouse while I'm in New York for the weekend, I'm going to enjoy my weekend. It was very suffocating because I was an adult at the end of the day, period. And like I said, I'm not obligated to answer anyone. I feel like, truthfully, all of the women that have been associated with Robert, I feel like once they saw him as a celebrity, not as a human being, and they were infatuated with that celebrity. So like a lot of them dated him because of that, because of who he was, because of the life that he had, because of the life that he could provide them. Can you talk about the shopping sprees? Can you talk about you keeping your hair and nails done? Can you talk about all the great times that you had dinner and was spending money and was splurging and was so happy? Because one thing about Robert, he has a very giving heart. As a celebrity, he has no reason to keep you kidnapped or keep you tied up. He just has no reason to allow you to move freely, take care of you, and still, at the end of the day, whatever will happen,
So we looking ahead, we got a before and after.
Beat me with a shoe, a size 12 foot, Air Force One, and he beat me all over. It's done. It's over. It's over. You may not even make it to trial.
I know about the time that you spent all 3 times. I was there, but I wasn't visible. But I was always there. I can understand about how you feel about the before, because I've witnessed the before and I witnessed the after. So I know about the time that you spent all 3 times. The middle is me. So that's real once she was here. Gave her all of the information. I got the actual people on the phone. She made the decisions. She made the decisions alone, and it was not easy. It was days and days and days of crime. It was hours and hours and hours of footage. It was indictments. It was phone calls. It was a lot of different Guess what? I'll run up at any one of you motherfuckers. I'll run up at any one of them. I'll do whatever. I'll give a recap. I started Mr. R. Kelly. The page did good. It brought awareness.
but she was still against a forest still with the feds. If he can get Andrea to turn on R. Kelly, it will help him in his motherfucking case. You feel me? So, after 2 weeks she was at his house, he ain't got her to watch the doctor's and he molded her. He telling me, I got the picture of the party that was around her birthday time, because I got the birthday cake with them singing happy birthday in the house to her. But she was still against a forest deal for R. Kelly. He's like, TT, this gonna be hard, because he was trying to get me to send money, and I'm like, why the fuck should I be happy? And Israel and Charles, you know, he's like, TT, I'm running out of money, I need some money, right? Because you didn't, ain't put on this persona like you got all this money. And now, what the fuck did I have to send money for? He was like, TT, I need you to send me some money, because you see what I'm saying? I'm running out of money, and Andrea is here, like, I should be happy that Andrea is out. She was R. Kelly for all of y'all. You see what I'm saying? You know he's R. Kelly. But Larry, the one, he ain't lying with his daughter, because he got a video in the car, and Larry's daughter, and he said, me and my girl, we spent all these hours, Larry was just showing us shit, and was sitting there, it was hard, but he tried to turn. It's done.
Is that right? You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. Until next time, we up out of here. And for the haters who thought that they was going to get away of hating on R. Kelly, just remember one thing. So I want to say thank everybody that I personally want to thank everybody that donated, people that wanted to donate, that couldn't donate. I want to thank y'all so much. Y'all are the real MVPs. Thank y'all for sitting up with me, knocking it out. You know what I'm saying? I thank y'all so much. So with that being said, I'll see y'all tomorrow. One.
Feels just like fire shut up in me. Yeah. Simply lose control. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Yeah. Follow me. Rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Follow me.
Good night, everybody. Just listen to the sounds. Woo! Album release coming soon. I see you, sis. Good night.